Great Friday evening, April, I'm about to say 21st. No, April 16th, 2021. To God be the glory for the closing of a beautiful evening and the kickstart, the beginning of the weekend. Hopefully you are getting lots of rest and you are able to just chill, right? Be still and know that the Lord is on his throne and he will be exalted with all of our plans. And talking about some of our weekend plans, do you know that we can be kept, we can be strong, we can have a victorious life, even from our youth all the way to when God takes us home, whatever age that is. And we know, I was, mentioning to my sister how so many people are graduating to glory. I mean, like 5 or 6 people I knew this week. Listen, God is in control. He knows our time when it's, our assignment is up here. But in the meantime, we can have victory and triumph in every situation and in temptation. I remember writing a song 15 years ago, and it was talking about how God is faithful. It was based on 1 Corinthians 10:13, where it says, "There hath no temptation taken you or I, but such as is common to man. But God is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able. But there is always an exit and an escape route." Remember when you go on an airplane, I don't know the last time you've been on an airplane, but the flight attendants always go through the emergency procedures, and Southwest, they have the cool speeches, and they input humor, and I mean, they're so smooth with their arm movements and everything. Well, they always show you where the escape route, the doors are. What do you need to do to pull, get the mechanisms from under the seat? Well, God always has a mechanism for us to leave a situation that's not pleasing to him. It says that he is faithful, who will not suffer you or I to be tempted above that ye are able, but will with that situation or temptation also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it. He will give us the strength. He will give us the route, the escape route, so that we can have freedom and liberty and peace. Well, what does this have to do with the 21st chapter of Samuel, 1 Samuel? It's because David was on a run, and it says in verse 5 that he came to Nob, a place called Nob, N-O-B, and he was talking to a priest, and the priest was like, "Are you alone? Why are you alone and no man with you?" Well, pretty much David was hungry and he wanted some food, and he said, "Give me 5 loaves of bread in mine hand, or what there is present." And the priest answered David, "There is no common bread under my hand, but there is hallowed bread. If the young men have kept themselves." It is possible that young men, young women, whatever age, can keep themselves. And it says, "And David answered the priest and said unto him, Of a truth, women have been kept from us about these 3 days since I came out, and the vessels of the young men are holy." I believe that the Lord can keep. We don't have to have all the hiccups in the 20s and the 30s and the mistakes. We can look at other people's lives and be like, you know what? I don't have to experience everything to know, what, life is about. You can, just observe it and be like, I don't want to end up like that. I don't want to end up, with all this drama and consequences. So the point is that God can keep this vessel. He can point us to the places where we can detour and exit and escape and be in freedom. What do you have to say about that, if anything? Or do you have anything to say in the Proverbs chapter?
Proverbs verse 13?
Chapter 16, verse 13?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, well, we know Proverbs is all about how to keep our way clear, how to keep our way clean, how to remain strong. And before going into yours, commit thy works unto the Lord. Commit your goals. Commit everything that you have in your heart to the Lord, and thy thoughts shall be established. So we won't be thinking, we won't be meditating on foolishness, and then we'll wind up in a place where we're like, man, I didn't really intend to be here. That's how you can keep your vessel clear, strong, clean, and holy, by giving your way and everything to the Lord. And he will strengthen our mind, because he will give us the helmet of salvation, which will allow us to think thoughts that are pleasing to him and not our own. Verse 13, righteous lips, is that it? Are the delight of kings, and they love him that speaketh right. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's always good to tell the truth, be honest.
Yeah.
Because it can be like a burden on you, always trying to like keep up with a lie. And it's just better to not even have to be put in a situation to tell a lie. So if you don't want to tell a lie, then like don't do stuff that makes you have to tell a lie.
Ooh. And that's part of committing your way to the Lord. When you commit your way to the Lord, he will make it so clear. It will be the way of peace, and not the way of deception, where you have to cover up your tracks and see who's looking and lurk in the dark and keep it hidden. No, that is not the abundant way. There is a way that seemeth right unto common folks, man, but the end thereof is somewhere we do not want. That's spiritual death. No, we want to have life and life more abundantly. And the Lord will show and point us in that way. All right, anything else?
That's about it.
Enjoy the presence of the Lord.